This is Make More Than Your Boss, where you can become an absolute badass. And I'll be interviewing Susie Queen, an upcoming artist, and she's gonna talk to us about what it's like to be an artist. So here goes the first question.
Okay.
What is your favorite part of the creative process?
My favorite part of the creative process, I think now, is writing. And because I don't really write, like, everything you've ever heard from me is freestyle. And once I've got it out and I'm like, oh, I like it, okay, I write it down so I remember it. But
okay.
I am a freestyle artist.
Okay.
And I think, like, I've seen people struggle to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been, for me, it's always been like water. Like, not the, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
It's always been like water. So that's my favorite part.
Okay. Wow, that was a beautiful response from Susie Queen. And again, this is about Make More Than Your Boss. It's about mindset. You know, and anything you do, you need a good mindset to, you know, move forward and advance your career, your profession, whatever it is. So here goes with the second question.
Okay.
How do you navigate the balance between staying true to your artistic vision while handling feedback or criticism?
That's interesting because I don't think I've gotten to a point where I've heard any bad criticism about my music. I think for me right now, I measure it in how many people are listening to it. Like, the platform that you put it up on, you can actually see your views per week and all of that good stuff. And actually, since I have moved here, I've had higher views than I ever have. Like, because I've been able to do things like where we met each other at the Aesthetically Pleasing event. I'm able to perform and meet new people and really advertise my music. Whereas where I'm from, I come from a hating ass town. And that's I hating ass town. I love the 757 because I know I'm gonna put this link up and they're gonna see this. But y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. Yep. We live in a hating town, so it was like people were probably listening to my music, but we wouldn't dare tell you. You know what I mean?
Okay. So basically, you kind of just brush it off.
Yeah.
Brush off the hate, even though you know they hate, you still do it.
Yeah, because I think like so boom, my YouTube. Of course, when my YouTube hit its first 1,000, first 5,000, like, I had some negative comments.
Of course.
But one, I'm very slick at my mouth. You can't embarrass somebody who can't be embarrassed. Like, I can make somebody feel small, but you shouldn't do that. Don't take my advice. 'Cause I try not to do that because fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys heard it. Whether you're in a business, whether you're in sales, whether you're an artist, fuck them.
Fuck them. This is your life.
Exactly. All right, now for the third question.
Okay.
How do you stay inspired and motivated, especially when creativity feels distant?
I struggle with that.
Uh-huh.
These are really good questions. I struggle with that because when I don't feel inspired, I don't work. I don't get to the music specifically. Okay. I don't get to the media like I should.
Okay.
But that moment where I am inspired, it's everything. I'm ready to do everything all at once, which is not right because when you are down at your lowest, you should be using your talents and what brings you happiness right then. Like, the joy that I feel when I'm writing a song is like a drug. Okay. Like, it's that euphoric. So why would I not use that in my lowest moment? So I'm still trying to teach myself that. Okay. Like, it sounds good, but I ain't doing it.
Hey, so what it sounds to me is kind of like you're mentally preparing before that, right? Before that, you kind of like, okay, you know, I gotta step back a little bit. Yeah. And maybe just like, you know, think about it. You know, I'm not feeling it today, but just let me step back and see what I can do.
Yes, and I wish, and I think that's a good tool sometimes. Yeah. But I wish I could be a little more spontaneous, like, because I want to see what comes out of me in that moment where I'm angry, or in that moment where I'm nervous or anxious or thinking about something that happened 5 years ago that I ain't got over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I love that. So there you guys have it. You know, take a step back, think about your moves. You can use that in anything.
Yeah, I think.
All right. How do you approach finding opportunities to showcase and promote your work?
So at this point, it's social media.
Yeah.
Social media. Like, and I wish it wasn't like that because I think I'm an introverted person.
Yeah.
If you ask anyone who's ever been around me, they will probably disagree.
Yeah.
But I think it's mental for me. It's like I've been raised to be able to be a conversationalist and have, you know what I'm saying, that personality. But inside of me, I might be nervous or I might be anxious because I feel that would rather be by myself. But when you make music, when you do things like what you do, you know that we have to get that stuff out there.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to make a check off of it, someone got to be watching.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, it's like I have to constantly reinvent myself and get it out there. Just get it out there. Now that I live in LA, I want to start putting up the posters and stuff.
Mention where you're from.
Oh yeah, I'm from Hampton, Virginia.
That's right.
I'm from the 7-5. Yes, all the way from Virginia to Cali.
That's right. Okay.
I'm gonna represent my people. I love them.
Yeah, go for it. Heck yeah. Okay, that's cool. So you say you're introverted. You know, how many of us are introverted, right? When we first start off, or when we're doing life. But her, she's courageous. She's a courageous introvert because she actually performed live, right? So you could go visit her at her Instagram page if you want to see that. But
real Susie Queen, Susie with the Z.
There you go, exactly. So to me, talk about a little bit about that. Like you say you're introverted, but you were able to perform in front of everybody. When I first saw you.
So me being introverted musically, first of all, earlier that day we did a sound check.
Okay.
When I walked into that sound check, I was shaking. Ooh. Like, I was nervous. There was not but like 5 people in there.
Okay.
When I got on that stage and opened my mouth and realized I sound good as fuck, I'm now a gift to all of you.
No,
do you know what I mean? Like,
in
that moment, I feel more confidence than anything. Like, I didn't know I could get up there and perform like that. I've performed before, and a few times, but that was my first performance in Los Angeles, California.
Damn.
And it was immaculate.
Yeah.
It was immaculate. But my introvertedness, I think, also comes from like networking.
Okay.
Networking, meeting other people,
conversations,
going places at Dolo and trying to hide my name is like it's difficult.
Okay, I love that because to me it sounds like you were like kind of feeling funny about it before the performance, but once you were in it, your confidence just blew up.
Yeah.
So a lot of us, if we just take action, you just never know how much you can do, what you're really about once you're in that moment.
Yes.
So y'all can learn from that for sure. All right. So 5th question. Okay. Can you walk us through a recent project you've worked on and the story behind it? And I'm going to put your song right now, right after your answer.
Okay, well, since it's one of your favorites, I just recently did a photo shoot for Ode to a Willow.
Okay.
And it was at a time where, first of all, California is expensive as fuck. So it was at a time where bills were due, life was due, and I really wasn't able to get my hair done. I wasn't able to get my nails done. I didn't feel like I looked good.
Yeah.
But those pictures have gotten such a good response, and they have been a tool in me getting another 50 people or 100 people to listen to Ode to a Willow. So, also, the photographer was somebody I met at our event. So, with his confidence and seeing, he do this. He's a photographer. He do this. Trusting somebody in their field because you're handling this. I trust you right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
It's trusting someone else to do their part, having God behind you and saying, okay, well, retwist your own hair, get you a cute little dress, get to this photo shoot.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. We found a spot with willow trees.
Hey.
It was gorgeous, and it was worth it.
I love that. So what you're telling me is right now is that like sometimes you just gotta handle stuff yourself and make it happen. Right? Some things are not gonna be perfect, but you gotta make it happen, right? If you got a goal, you gotta make it happen, even if it's not perfect, right?
You do.
Like retwist your hair.
Look, like retwist my own hair.
Yeah, exactly.
After work.
All right, so that song "Ode to Willow," right? What's the story behind it? What inspired you? Like, what is that?
So, Ode to a Willow is a rendition of my creation of Willow Smith's greatest hits.
Okay.
So it's some me in there, it's some of her in there,
and
it's called Ode to a Willow because it was an ode to Willow Smith.
Oh.
There was a time in my life where I was very depressed. I was dealing with somebody I shouldn't have been dealing with. I was down, and something about her music just hit a spot of vulnerability for me. And every day I would listen to her music and think, this is Will Smith's daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even Jaden, like, they're so musically talented, but I've really resonated with her as a black woman who was different.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I never know where I fit into that category, especially when it comes to other black women.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have that niche. Like, over here I'm too ghetto, over here I'm too educated, over here I'm too well spoken, over here I'm not well spoken enough and I cuss too much. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over here I watch anime. We don't.
Oh.
So it's like she was my person for a while.
Okay, so she was like your inspiration, right? Of
Yeah.
like where you felt like you didn't fit in anywhere and stuff like that, especially like as a black woman. You know, being too educated or too uneducated, or you know, stuff like that.
Literally stuck
How many of us go through that where we feel like we don't fit in, you know? But this is why we have examples, right? This is why we have inspirations, you know, like hers is Willow Smith. Maybe yours is somebody else, right? Maybe it's a mentor, maybe it's a boss, I don't know, maybe it's a person that's trying to help you, right? But we all got that inspiration though, and we got to stick to that, you know?
And can I say one thing? Sometimes that inspiration is you. Sometimes that one person in your corner is you.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
Yeah.
That is enough.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Thank you for answering that. That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. Okay, so bonus questions. Where's the music? Nah, just kidding. So, what advice would you give to any upcoming artist?
Stack your money.
Hey.
Stack your money. This stuff takes money. It takes money. It's money rules the world right now, unfortunately. But if you're gonna accomplish what you want to accomplish in a timely manner and in a fashion that is worth something, stack that money and put that money into your art, into your talent, into your business. Whatever it is that you want to do, go to Cabo and become a travel agent. But make sure you got some money.
Yeah. Okay, I love that answer. So you see, it takes money to make money, but it's worth it. It's worth it, right? Especially up here. Okay. So last question. Oh, that sucks, man. I love this
I'm
question.
having a good time.
Me too. Can you share a bit about your artistic background and how it has influenced your work?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So when I was about 6 or 7, I started singing in the choir.
Oh, okay.
At the church.
Amen.
Newport News Baptist Church.
Oh.
And that my grandmother still goes to that church today.
Okay.
And then I didn't really know, I have a voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But somewhere around the time that Beyonce's self-titled Dangerously in Love came out.
Okay, Beyonce started it for you.
I started singing that stuff. And I realized, damn, you sound good. I mean, that was literally what it was.
Yeah.
It was like I was trying to mimic her voice, and in that, found my own voice. And I know somebody rolling their eyes because I'm a Beehive member, but Beyonce really was that key to me figuring out I can do this. That's low-key why I don't idolize her, but I respect her as a woman. And when I see her, I get that bubbly feeling, because I would not be standing here with you right now if I hadn't heard that woman sing.
Wow, I love that. Beyonce! If you're watching, you're inspiring millions. No, that's so good. That's so good, because we all get inspired by somebody, and it does it for us, right? Whether it's that business book, whether it's that artist that we hear, if they can do it, they pee, poo, whatever, they bleed the same blood. If they can do it, we can do it too, right? So that's the message right here. Thank you again for joining me on this interview.
Thank you for having me.
I know it's kind of short. We'll have more later on. But any last words you want to say to the audience?
I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you for having me. You've been an amazing host. And go download Susie Queen on all platforms. The Real Susie Queen on Instagram with a Z.
Hey.
Bye. Foreign car, nigga, stop. I don't think that shit is cute. Pull out a bankroll and let's see what that do. I got years on you, tears on you. There is one thing I can't be. So get on your knees, bow down to a king, I mean a queen. Not to be mean, but at least 3 feet when you speaking to me.